Next topic, subatomic particles. Let's study the position of the subatomic particles one by one. First, electrons. These are present outside of the nucleus and they keep on revolving around the nucleus. They are negatively charged, whereas the protons are positively charged. Protons are present at the nucleus at the center of the atom. As you see, between the electron and protons, there is an attraction force between them that is called electric force, and this is a very strong force which keeps atom stable, which keeps atom bound. Now, the electrons and protons, these are the magnitude of charges are same, so they cancel out each other and atom is neutral. Therefore, as protons and electrons are positively charged, so they attract each other, and atoms found in this way that electron revolves around the nucleus. Neutrons are the neutral charge particles, means they have no charge on them. They are situated along with the positive charge at the center along with the protons. Now, the neutrons and protons all together make the nucleus. The neutrons and protons all together called nucleons, and electrons keep on revolving around them in some fixed orbits. Okay, they are bounded by a strong force, thus atom remains stable. Along with the charges on electron, proton and neutrons, that is, electron is negatively charged -1, proton is positively charged +1, and neutron has no charge, that is 0. The masses of the electron, protons and neutrons are: electron has 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kilogram. Proton's mass is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kilogram, and similarly neutron also has the similar mass, 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kilogram. So the mass of proton and neutrons are approximately equal, and electrons are the lightest particle inside the atom. Along with that, the magnitude of the charge means the total charge on the electron and protons are also mentioned at the bottom of the pig, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb is the unit of the charge, and electron and protons both have equal charges. So at the end of this topic, I want to say one more thing. Think like protons and stay positive, as protons are positively charged, and keep on spreading the positivity in the world also. Thank you. Till now, we have studied about Dalton's atomic theory, but because of the experiments done by other scientists, it was found that the atom can be further divided into very small particles, electrons, protons, and neutrons, which resides inside an atom. This discovery was done by many the scientists like J.J. Thomson, Goldstein, and Chadwick. Because of this point, the Dalton's theory got discarded, as Dalton said that atoms are indivisible. Second point was that atoms of same element are identical, but later it was found that they can have different properties as well. Similarly, third point was that atoms of different elements are completely different, but it was found later on that atoms can have same properties also of different elements. So let's study the next atomic model. The next atomic model which we are going to study is J.J. Thomson's model of an atom, because Thomson was the scientist who discovered the negatively charged particles present in an atom. His model is also known as watermelon model or plum pudding model, because it resembles the appearance of watermelon or plum pudding. The negatively charged particles discovered by Thomson were named as electrons. This discovery of negatively charged particles proved that atoms can be further divided into much smaller particles than that. On the basis of his experiments, J.J. Thomson proposed his atomic model. Let's see what are the postulates of his atomic model. J.J. Thomson model is also known as plum pudding model, as it resembles the structure of plum pudding or watermelon also. The red part which you see as a sphere is known as positively charged sphere, and in between them there are many, you can say hundreds or thousands fixed electrons are there in blue color as you see, and these are negatively charged particles. So according to Thomson, this was the whole atom as a neutral, because positively charged sphere and negatively charged electrons have same magnitude of charges, so positive and negative cancel out each other and atom remains neutral. Next, he found that an atom consists of positive charge and negative charge, out of which he only discovered negatively charged particles that were electrons. Next point is that atom is electrically neutral because positive charge and negative charges are equal in magnitude, or you can say they are equal in amount. The next point is said that negatively charged electrons are fixed in the position, or you can say the positive sphere, means they have fixed positions. The electrons cannot move. So according to his theory, out of the Dalton's theory, he added these 3 points in his atomic model. This is the pic of J.J. Thomson, who discovered electrons. Discovery of electrons caused the failure of Dalton's theory. It proved that atom can be further divided into the much smaller particles than that. This is the pic of the apparatus used by the J.J. Thomson to do the discovery of electrons, known as cathode ray tube, and this experiment is known as cathode ray experiment. This pic resembles the Thomson's model of an atom, in which the red part shows the positive charge sphere and the negatively charged electrons are placed or fixed in between them. Let's study the drawbacks of Thomson's atomic model. The first drawback of Thomson's model was that he could not explain the outcomes of experiments done by other scientists. For example, Rutherford by his experiments proved that positive charge is also in the form of very small particles like electrons. He named them as protons, whereas Thomson said that positive charge is like spread on the atom like a sphere. So this point discarded the Thomson's model, first point. Second, the particles of the position of the subatomic particles were also not found to be similar as explained by Thomson, because he said that electrons are fixed in the atom, whereas it was found that electrons revolve around the nucleus, and protons are also as particles placed in the nucleus, which were not found in the Thomson's model, because Thomson said that positive charge is on the sphere, means on the atom, spread evenly. So these points were the reason why his model got discarded or failed. As you see in this pic, the topmost has Thomson's atomic model structure. Electrons are embedded around it and the whole sphere is positively charged. The Thomson's model resembles the plum pudding as you see at the bottom. This is a sweet in which in the plum, means in the sphere, the raisins are embedded. So this model got discarded because of the points I explained earlier in the explanation.